Hello, welcome to Tutorials by Brina, Learning Photoshop Together, Episode 1, Turning Line Art into a Photoshop Brush File. It took me a while to learn how to do this, and I watched a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials, and some of them were just simply well over my head. And I have been using Photoshop for a very, very, very long time, right? At least 20 years. I don't use it every day. It's not my business. But I play around with it quite often, quite regularly. Now, the thing about line art is people don't really create line art in Photoshop. It's just not the application best suited for that. However, you can use Photoshop to get around that a little bit. If you have something in particular that you've doodled down on a paper and you think, oh wow, this would make a great brush, I wish I had it. Well, this is your opportunity, and it's fairly easy to do it. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? All right, the first thing you need to do is you need to open up or import. Let's open, not import. Let's use proper terminology. Open, Control O. Now let's find a fairly easy thing in here that I've previously created. Let's go with the thistle. Oop, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, she's pretty good. You know what? I don't like this one for a brush. And let me explain to you why. As I open it up, you'll see there's cropping. There's cropping. I don't like cropping. So this one, I mean, we could use this, but that's not this tutorial. This tutorial is an easy tutorial. That's difficult. So let's go and open something else. Let's go with sunflower. Okay, that's fairly easy, cut and dry, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All the properties we need. There's a couple things that I would like to get rid of, but as it stands, I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm not doing any alterations in this one. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is, even though this is a black and white photo, it's not grayscale. We need grayscale to do this work. So you're going to go Image, Mode, Grayscale. Okay, perfect. You see that got rid of your channels that you had RGB. They're gone. It's just now one channel to work with. It's great because that makes it easier for us to pick up on things. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Image, Adjustments, Brightness, and Contrast. And what this will do, this will help you get rid of all those little artifacts that you don't see with your naked eye, but is there. And I will show you those in just 1 second. Let me get to the brightness, and excuse my little growling dog. A leaf just blew outside. Alright, so you see all this right here? Well, if I were to create a brush without fixing this, without changing these properties, what would happen was my brush would contain all of this stuff right here, and it would look awful. And I can't tell you how many times that I've downloaded free brushes that had this in it, and all you had to do is take a little bit of stuff and clean it up. That's it. So we're going to go and we're going to clean up a little bit. I don't want it too much because I want the finer details to show through. I want all that texture to be there. If I go too high, I lose my texture. So I'm going to go a little bit lower. I don't need it that high. Okay. And your contrast, you really don't have to mess with, because it maybe does a little bit, but it really doesn't do anything. But I'm going to move it to 72, just for kicks. All right, there we go. That looks good to me. Now you'll notice that in a digitized line art drawing, you are going to have jaggies. See the jaggies? Jaggies, 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 jaggies. Ugh, you say. Those are awful. I don't want those. Well, you're going to have some because this is digitized, and that's just how pixels work. All right, but I have a secret, and that secret is filter and blur. Okay, but first, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to make a new channel, right? And then we're going to go to this gray channel. We're going to click in this little square. We're going to hit Control, and then we're going to left click on our mouse. Now that sends all the marching ants. That sends all the marching ants around, and we need to go filter inverse. We just want the flower selected. Now your flower selected. Okay, now we're moving to your layers tab. Click a new layer. It's a new alpha transparent layer. Always work with transparents. Okay. On this one, we're going to go, see, make sure that's black. Edit. Fill. Fill. Okay, so now let's make this one disappear. Voila! It's gone. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty daggone good. Yeah. I really do apologize about this is like my 5th take. And every time she has to put her 2 cents in. She's a little mutt that I rescued. Oh, she got Chihuahua in her, okay? Enough said. My pit bull, she's being quiet as a little lamb, just sleeping away, being a good girl. Anyhow. Alright, so where was I? Oh, yes. Okay, so this has disappeared. This is here. Now we want to kind of make some of these jaggies go away, right? We don't like them too much. Okay, so we're going to go filter, blur, and then we're going to go to, I like going to 3.0. No, I don't. That one doesn't look good at 3.0. Let's go 2.0. Alright. I'm doing that because I don't think that worked right. Blur, 2.0. I think that still is a little bit too much. She's got some fine detail right in the center there. Okay. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to create another one. So right click this layer and hit duplicate layer. Layer 1. You can name it if you want to, but I don't care. Alright, there we go. And see, that looks a little bit better, does it not? Oh, there's still some jaggies there. So let's go into filter, blur, and then let's go up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see if we still have our detail. Yes, it's still, I think it looks good. Okay, now there's a couple things you need to remember. Okay, you need to remember that when we did this image, we dropped it to grayscale. So if we create a brush out of this image, it's going to be in grayscale. Okay, so if you start clicking on something, using your brush on something and you're not able to use your colors, you just have to change the image that you're working on to RGB. It's not hard, it's just that. To use color, you have to use RGB. To use black and white, it has to be a grayscale. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, correct? Yes, thank you. Okay, so now you go, this is the fun part. Now we go edit, define brush preset. I'll give it a nice name because I don't know about you, but I'm looking at my brushes. I want to type in sunflower and find sunflower. So let's type sunflower, isolated, with stem and leaves. Alright, that's pretty darn descriptive. That's the way I like it. Okay, so there. Okay, so now I'm going to create another image, and I'm going to go 2024. Really, doesn't matter. I can go 10 by 24. It's still gonna fit. I just, for some reason, I've been using 20 by 24. All right, and then I'm going to click my brush, because my brush is not showing. What? There we go. Brush tool. And let's see. There's your sunflower isolated with stem and leaves. There it is. Okay. Now, this new image, let's see, what mode is it? It is grayscale. Oh no. We need it to be RGB color. Oh, there it is. Okay, and you'll notice by doing that, it removes some of the jaggies as well. See? You don't really see them, do you? No. There's a couple, but for all intent and purposes, it's pretty good. Yeah. So now, on your brush, now just say you want to remove this right here. You don't like the way that and that looks. Okay, so let's use our lasso tool. And we're going to take this out the equation because I don't like them. Okay, there we go. And maybe this too, because really that doesn't flow. It doesn't really have a purpose. Let's see. Did I get it all? No, there's still some there. Take my eraser brush. Get out of there. Alright. Okay. Okay, see that? It just looks like where the AI didn't finish it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. You're such a dude. Shh. No. I'm going to use my blur tool to fix that a little bit so it's not too bad. Okay. Now, that looks better, right? So we can, in theory, take the brush that we created and put on the paper, and we can make a new brush out of it. So we can go Edit, Define Brush Preset. Always make sure that ABR is there because that's what Photoshop knows is a brush file. Adobe Brush, ABR. Okay. Now, with this being color, I'm on the smudge tool. I always do that. And now we're gonna go here to the second one we created and put her down. Oops. Try to line it up. There. And the swirlies are gone, and you've in essence created a second brush with your fixes, okay? No swirls, right? And that is how you create, basically, easy peasy lemon squeezy, how you create a Photoshop brush file from line art. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.